I'm going to be showing you how to make a Hackmon. Now, you'll need, I show you how to import that in my other Cyber Gadget video, but you'll need a Cyber Gadget and such, Japanese game, blah blah blah. But why I'm showing you this is because I'd like you guys to send me Hackmons, okay? I would really like it if you would send me these files. I will include an email in the description that you can send it to. And then you guys can pretty much send me the Hackmons, and I will use them in Wi-Fi battles and such. You know, I've been really busy. I'm moving soon, but so I don't have all the time in the world. But if you send me these, I will put them in my game and I will use them. And if you have a cool idea for a Hackmon, it doesn't even have to be like an illegal one. It could be a legal Pokemon that you just really like. If you maybe want me to trade you something at some point when I'm not busy, then I could do that if you just make it and send it to me through this. This will also be easier if someone's like, oh, can you make me this? I'll be like, oh, you can make it yourself, and then send me the file. This is basically showing you how. PKHeX, the download link will be in the description. So you can look for both of those links in the description. Basically, what you do is you open it. You do not need a main file. Main file is the actual game file. That's how you import it, which is done over here. You don't need that. You just need to hit view or nothing pretty much because you're not even set up yet. Right here you have this. You go to species. Species is pretty self-explanatory. Let's say we want to make an electrode, okay? So we got electrode. If you're going to give it a nickname, that would be in the second slot that says electrode now that we clicked it. If we want to say like boom, you have to click the nickname box. I don't know why. I've never tried it without clicking the nickname box. I'm just assuming you have to. The level is also very important. If you don't set it to something, it'll be 1 or 15 or something stupid by default. 100 is typically the best possible situation you got. Of course, you have the nature here. It goes off the screen of what you can see, but it has all of them. Let's say we want a timid electrode, for example. Hold item. Now, these will work as long as you're not using... It has form box. I should use a Pokemon with a form. It would be a better example, wouldn't it? Let's say, for example... Flabébé has all the forms. Heart form is eternal form. They give them different names because it doesn't have an official name, but I believe that's the in-game form for it. So, let's say heart form. Let's keep it timid, okay. Let's see. We got all these items. You could honestly give it whatever you want. It has all the gems. It has all the stuff. Relic vases, rock gems, blah, 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 shiny stones. Doesn't even matter. Let's give it like a strange souvenir. Alright, it's timid. Strange souvenir. We change the form to heart, only if it needs a form. Friendship, it doesn't really matter, but you can make it whatever you want, pretty much. Now, the ability, this is where Hackmons changes. PKHeX does not allow you to change the ability. In order to change a Pokemon's ability, you have to actually go into the hexadecimal code of the game itself, the game file itself, and change it. Because PKHeX has, like, this restriction. I don't know if they're going to go around that anytime soon, but for now it has this restriction. It's kind of complicated. I don't expect you guys to even know where to start with that, and you can't do anything because it has to be my save file. So... basically set it to anything. If it's on here, if it is an official ability, then just set it to the official ability. That's fine. But if it is if you're making a Hackmon that you want to send me, and it's something like let's say this Floette you want to have Magic Bounce, you would set it to whatever, and then just tell me in the email, be like, I want like the ability should be set to Magic Bounce, because that way I'll know that I have to go into the hexadecimal code and find it and do that. Language is basically you're setting this. If you're making a legit Pokemon, you're gonna have to make all of this look correct. If I'm gonna trade you something, it has to be 100% correct, like as if it could be caught, bred, whatever, in the game, in any game. Basically, we can set this to whatever we want. Let's just say Korean. It could be an egg if we really wanted it to. But we're not going to make it an egg. How about infected with Pokerus? Okay, cured of Pokerus. Days, I think that means days. I don't know. 4 days is cure. I'm not familiar with all the Pokerus like terminology and stuff, but basically you could make it infected with Pokerus if you really wanted to. Country is where it's actually from, like the specific country, not just the region. So let's just say this one is from, I don't know. Let's say it's from Djibouti. Djibouti, I think. Djibouti. It's from Djibouti. This, I leave on 0 because I don't know what it does. Sub-region, I don't know if that means, like, I don't know. I really have no idea. 3DS region is the 3DS you're putting it on. That doesn't matter also. It can be put in no matter what. You could set this for, like, American if you really want to. It's just, this button right here is the shiny button. That makes things shiny. If you set it to shiny and then you're like, oh wait, I don't want it shiny, just hit re-roll. This is the gender. If you want to get a different gender, you have to re-roll for the different gender. Now, Fobebe is female only, always. But if we say Flareon is always female, what's going on here? Oh boy. Maybe I don't know everything. Gender is nowhere. You can't even change the gender. Anyway, apparently you can't change the gender. Typically you can change the gender, but you can't today. So whatever. I wonder though, if we went to say Gallade, it would be male. Always, and then let's say we make it Garbodor, it's now female. That's interesting. Anyway, that's that. That's the exciting part of that. Of course, the abilities change, so you can't trick it like that. Just tell me the ability, make it shiny here. You go to Met. Now, if you're making Legitmon, this has to all be correct. Let's say we got this Garbodor from Leaf Green. We did not, but whatever. There's a lot of Met locations. There's a lot of the random ones, such as Stranger, Worlds, all the way up to 2020. In case they don't want to make a new Pokemon generation up until 2020, I don't know. WCS, all this stuff is up until 2020. Worlds, Wi-Fi gift, they just have Worlds in general, I guess, in case it goes over. Pokepark, they have a whole bunch of Pokeparks. I don't know if that means from the game or from the actual place. Of course, Trainer's Court, Ranger Union, Pokemon Sunday, Pokemon Ranger, Pokemon Movie up until 20. Pokemon Festa up until 20, Event 20, Fan Club, Dream World, I believe that means Dream World, I'm not 100% sure. Pokemon Center is a pretty general one. Pokemon Cartoon, I don't know how you receive Pokemon from a cartoon. All of the Pokemon Centers that are found in Japan, PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer, Lovely Place, Game Event, Faraway Place, my screen just went black, but now it's back. Concert, Challenge Plaza, Battle Tour. Some of these are pretty interesting, and if you have any idea what you think some of these might be, Zoroark 1, Zoroark 2, I don't know. Sinnoh, Pokemon Dream Radar, Link Trade, Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Entralink, Distant Land, Celebi, White Tree, Hollow. These are all Unova events. I don't know why some of them have dots. It's like a clone with dots, I don't know. Basically, yeah, and then it depends on, I believe, let's see. This is all black, white stuff. So if you set it to X and Y, yeah, you have all the XY locations here. These are all XY locations. So it depends on which one you set it to. Say you set it to Coliseum, you still have all of these. Whatever. So you do Pokeball. You have all the Pokeballs down below where you can see is like Sport Ball, Timer Ball. It could be in any ball you want, but some of them, there's certain things that won't allow you to play online Wi-Fi, even with your friends. It's kind of interesting. We'll put them in a Dream Ball just for the sake of this. Met level, you can do 101. Now, I tried to do like silly things like 301 plus. Not plus, obviously, but when you change it, oh, this one's staying at 301. Maybe it'll stay there. The date is pretty interesting. Let's say we could say we met it 2099, the 31st of December. This is the Fateful Encounter button. If you met it as an egg, this will say where it hatched, and this will say when it hatched. We did not meet him as an egg, and maybe he was a Fateful Encounter. These are his stats. Now, you can't set EVs in this specifically over the standard amount. It has to be within the standard amount. PKHeX has all these bullshit rules. I can actually... I haven't really tried, but I believe it is possible to set EVs to higher than the available amount, as long as I do it through Hex. If you really want EVs to be higher than the actual amount, just include that in the email as well, because that has limitations on here. The IVs are no problem at all. You can randomize the IVs, randomize the EVs if you really want to. It's no problem at all. That's to make it look like a more random Pokemon, but of course we're going to make it straight 31s. And then let's see what we want this Garbodor to be. Now it tells you the stats on the side, which is really nice. 301 HP. He is getting views. You can't do things like that. It maxes out at 255 actually, but it won't even let you do that. I can probably do that. I don't know if I can actually set EVs to higher than 255 or even 252. I don't know. I really haven't messed with it. But let's just say we want to set attack to 252, speed to 252, and then let's say like 6 HP, or let's say 4 HP. I don't know, like 4 special defense. Is that over? Oh, it only let. Okay, yeah. So it would only be 6 HP anyway. Anyway, these are the contest stats, which are going to come in handy in Hoenn. I believe they max at 255. They will definitely come in handy in Hoenn. So if you're planning on making a legit mon that you want to use in Hoenn for contests, then I can do that as well. These are all of the moves. You're pretty much available. You're not limited to a move set here. Let's say we want to give it Wish. I don't know, like Thunderbolt. No, we maxed it attack, didn't we? How about Tickle? Parabolic Charge? I don't know. I'm just messing around here. Attack order, whatever. These are the PPs. PP ups. The max is 3. I don't believe I can move those. Now, these are the relearn moves. The moves that they were born with. Now, these moves are very interesting, as I could set this to String Shot and go to the move relearner, and he could relearn String Shot. Attack order, Assurance. Let's say I go back and I'm like, yo, I want this dude to know Trump Card, or like something like Superpower. These are moves you can put here. If you're making this to send to me to try or something, and you want me to try different move sets that aren't available, you can put relearn moves here. So say I really also want to try Tail Glow on him, but I have 4 moves already and one might not work out as I plan. I'll put Tail Glow in the relearn moves. He can relearn it later over the move that doesn't work out as planned, and that'll all work out. It's pretty simple. This is the trainer ID. They have defaults for all of this if you don't load from a save. So you could pretty much set whatever you want. You can put your OT here if you want to claim the Hackmon you're sending me or the original Mon as your own. I usually put Sleepy because that's like who I am, but you know, whatever. The special ID, all of that, this is all trainer information, so it's really just, this is the latest, not handler, or latest OT, not the person who has it. This is, like you, if you're not, you can set this to you as well. It really doesn't matter. What the thing is this is saying this person has it right now, and this is saying that person, like, got it, received it, you know? So, this will be the OT, this will be the not original trainer, but they put OT anyway. In terms of the gender, oh wait! Aha! You just click it! I should have known! Should have known. Anyway, yeah, you just click it to change. I had no idea, actually. I really didn't. Extra bites you do not want to mess with. That does a lot of stuff you just don't want to know. The markings here would be, if it was from Unova, it would have the Unova markings. You can't click these, you can't do anything about them. It's just showing you pretty much what it's going to have. Go to Ribbons Medals, and you have access to all of the medals.